Hi Virgo and welcome. My name is Elizabeth Bratcher. I'm a psychic medium and I'm here to do your weekly read for the 7th of June to the 13th of June. So I'd like to say thank you for joining me today. I do appreciate you taking time to watch my video. How I work with the weeklies is I'm using my Sun and my Moon Tarot, which I'm sure you guys are getting familiar with me with, and also my own deck, which is the Elizacle deck. So with the weekly reads, guys, I don't focus on any particular energy, but I allow all energies to come in. So, work, money, finance, career, relationships, love, friendships, goals, all of that kind of energy that sits there. And so the cards will focus on what needs to be brought up most this week. And so if I don't touch on a particular subject, then I don't feel that it's of relevance this week for you guys, okay? So just keep in mind, Virgo, that I am reading for lots of you this week, so everything may not resonate. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And just a quick reminder, I also do the daily reads, the monthly reads on the channel as well. You'll find me on Facebook under Elizabeth Bratcher Psychic Medium too. Alright, so I've given the cards a good shuffle before I started today, so I didn't waste too much of your time. Shuffling, as always, as well. Creature of habit, aren't I? Creature of habit. Sometimes. Alright. So your energy for the week, 10 of Cups, which is nice. Alright. So you've got 10 of Pentacles, you've also got the Moon. You've got the Tower. You've got Strength. You got 7 of Cups. All right, busy week for you this week, Virgo. Let's see what else wants to come out. So your energy overall for the week is happiness, and good things, but you've got the Moon and the Tower that sit there, okay? So especially with the Moon, you need to be very mindful. It just may be that you're feeling emotionally up and down this week, which is all good, but there's also with that sometimes an energy of deception of self or others as well. All right, so let's just have a little bit of a see where that's coming from. The Tower always represents, something happening very quickly that can be quite catastrophic. All right, but as the Tower, and as I always say, regardless if something's destructed, the bush is a good example. When you see a bushfire go through a bush and everything's black, and then, within 2 or 3 weeks later, you start to see all those beautiful green little sprouts coming out, okay? And I feel like that the Tower kind of, for me, always relates to that big bushfire that's there. It can be devastating. It can cause some real damage and, loss of life and everything else like that as it comes through. But it always replenishes, it always renews, okay? And so that's definitely the reminding energy within the Tower. So when I sit with you, Virgo, okay, so you've got the bigger picture, the change of luck, some internal conflict. Okay, so there's your Moon, and then you've got the Shit Happens card, taking a moment, and the Balance for the energy of the week. And so I definitely feel turbulence is the energy that I get for you guys, and it's not like I'm swooping down really low this week, but I feel like I'm kind of like this, okay? And so on a personal side of things, Virgo, this week, I feel that you need to be very mindful of your emotions. I feel like, just check yourself and understand that on days that you've had a particularly hard time, go easy on yourself. Be mindful of the way that you project that energy out as well. Be careful as well, depending on where this Tower is relating for you. You've got the 10 of Pentacles that sits there. So I want to say that always sits around, a nice contentment with money, an agreement of such around money and things like that. Now, the Moon's definitely kind of tying to a personal energy with you guys, but I also feel like saying, just keep your eyes open. You've got the 7 of Cups that sits here, and, that reminder in that card is not everything that glitters isn't always gold. So just be mindful that if you are signing contracts or moving forward with financial agreements this week, that you make sure you have all of your information. Don't just take their word for it. And I'm not saying that you can't trust in this situation. I'm just saying you need to make sure you're aware. You've got the Moon card, you've got the Tower card that sits there. So I want to say, make sure you're checking all your, dotting your I's, crossing your T's, and making sure you're taking the time to read, terms and conditions and all of that kind of stuff that sits there with it. Now, when it comes to relationships around, I feel that for some of you, Virgo, that all of that energy actually applies to relationships, and that there's some truth starting to come out into that. Okay, and I feel like this is outwards coming in. And again, obviously for some of you, it's going to be that really devastating energy of the Tower. But for most of you, I don't feel that this is like around mass betrayal or anything else like that. It's more truth of situations and realities that some people just don't have the same energy towards things that you do, and that in itself can feel quite devastating. So definitely, as I said, turbulence is the key word for you guys this week. So look after yourself. As far as relationships goes, as far as money goes, that's what I have to say. Now, as far as health goes as well, I'm feeling like you need to just be mindful of your immune system this week. I understand that the world's a little bit in chaos with COVID and everything at the moment, but I want to say with all of that aside, make sure you are washing your hands and doing bits and pieces like that. I'm just feeling, I don't know if you're around a lot of people this week or what the go is, but I keep hearing flu is what I'm hearing. So just, look after yourself. Eat well, drink lots of water, wash your hands. Taking a moment, you've got some internal conflict, but you've got the shit happens card afterwards. And what that card always reminds you of is just that shit happens sometimes. Don't let it turn into anything bigger than what it needs to be. Keep your perspective around you, okay? Just take a moment to breathe when you find yourself getting into a little bit of a flurry, all right? Whatever is happening around for you guys, Virgo, whether it applies around the monetary or the relationship side that's there, all right, it's not a downward turn. It may feel like that for a little while, but you've got the change of luck, that card that sits there, and you've got the bigger picture that sits there, which shows that, for me, that energy is definitely looking after you towards the future, all right? It's not just about this week, it's about moving forward. So don't make decisions that are going to satisfy you today. Make decisions that are going to satisfy you for tomorrow and the day after and the day after as well, even if that means that you've got to embrace that energy of the Tower this week. Okay, Virgo, so definitely looking after yourself this week. Be mindful of your health, be mindful of, water, food and all that kind of energy that's there. But make sure you're checking everything around money this week, especially for those of you that are starting new things or waiting for something to come in. Make sure you're checking all of the paperwork, dotting your I's, crossing your T's. And as far as relationships goes, really trust the energy that's coming in. I feel that the information that's going to be provided to you this week, for those of you that it's applicable to, is going to be quite solid. So you need to sit in the truth of that, okay? All right, and so that is what I have for you this week, Virgo. Look after yourselves. Okay, look after yourselves. It's definitely some harder energy, but as I said, I feel like it's things that needed to happen. And not necessarily negative. Just because we're checking all the contract doesn't mean that there's something wrong. Just means to check it, okay? And if there is a little mistake, it'll be able to be amended. It's about warning you so that it doesn't go past, not that, hey, watch out, disaster's coming. All right, so thank you very much for joining me, Virgo. As I said, the daily and the monthly videos are also on the channel. I will be on Facebook doing a live feed this Friday evening. If you like the video, please click thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe while you're here. Always appreciate watching the community grow. And so, thank you very much. And so I hope to see you again. Have a good day.